For many years, the Jeep Wrangler was in a segment of one. That is until Ford resurrected the Bronco. And now the two of them challenge each other for factory-built off-road dominance. And at the top of the Ford mountain is this one right here, the nearly $100,000 Bronco Raptor. This period in automotive history will be remembered as the renaissance of the tough, honest-to-goodness sport utility vehicle. Sure, enthusiasts have been upfitting their ordinary 4x4s for decades with all kinds of go-farther goodies, but never has it been so easy to go straight to the manufacturer for this kind of overbuilt excess as it is right now. Case in point, the Ford Bronco Raptor, an over 400 horsepower mega machine that would look right at home on one of those doomsday supply websites. Over a foot of ground clearance that's supported by cartoonish 37-inch tires and sophisticated high-performance dampers that evens out even the roughest terrain. The Bronco Raptor's full capabilities will likely be explored by only a small percentage of its owners. But like most extravagances, particularly when it comes to cars, it's more about knowing it can than it will, and this Bronco certainly can. This one here draws even more attention than usual with the new Code Orange package overlaid on Raptor Velocity blue paint, new this year to Raptor. Priced at $2,995, if you're a show-off who's really into orange, this is how to spec it. As it sits, MSRP is $95,915, and that's with all equipment as standard. Gas mileage from the twin-turbo V6 is about what you'd imagine, 15 mpg on recommended premium. With Raptor, the gains, though, are far more than just power-oriented. Its track is much wider. Its off-road geometry is extended even further, meaning it can clear bigger obstacles, ford more water, and traverse steeper paths. And then, the pièce de résistance of all of these off-road monsters is the suspension, with Ford turning to the experts at Fox for its 3.1 live valve technology that continuously adjusts damping in real time for the control and stability needed for high-speed off-road runs. Now, where I live, Baja-like conditions are difficult to find, but even in the slop and ruts of trails like this one, the finesse with which the Raptor manages control and comfortability is crazy impressive. KO2s are, of course, more than up to the task. I also like how Ford makes off-roading fun and easy with the various GOAT modes and easy access to curated settings right here on the steering wheel. Remind me to fire the camera guy for being out of focus here. Even the exhaust note is manageable from the wheel, and though its voice commands respect, it doesn't hold a candle to the V8 rumble found in the Wrangler 392, an obvious Bronco Raptor competitor. 418 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of torque, though, is a rip, with a 10-speed auto flexible and dynamic to all of its duties, whether holding it low and slow or exercising it on pavement. The bounty of specific drive programming in this is impressive, and it all feels right and proper. There is just so much to like here, and yes, it is indeed as over-the-top as it appears. Yet, with that daily driver on-road civility that we've come to expect of vehicles in this price range. See, when you pay $95,000 for a car these days, regardless of what it was designed for, we've come to expect it to satisfy on a number of fronts. And so the Bronco Raptor is not going to leave you wanting in terms of comfort and convenience features. And it feels like its on-road ride is even more suitable than that of the Wrangler 392. Yet, that classic Hemi sound and gorgeous Stellantis interior would probably lure me away from what is otherwise an absolutely incredible machine. Fun, youthful, yet absolutely dedicated to its off-road mission, the Bronco Raptor is that secondary vehicle that any of us who grew up loving cars would absolutely die to call their own. I say secondary because, despite its breadth of capabilities and amenities, driving this every day would indeed induce some fatigue and strain to the wallet for sure, but it's no doubt comfortable, so no complaints there. Its on-road civility is exceptionally high, far greater than you would imagine. Forced to choose, though, I'd probably dig a little deeper and go Wrangler 392, mostly because, well, Hemi, and the quality feels a notch higher with more cleverness and attention to detail. But either way, if only the best is how you roll, taking the Bronco all the way to level Raptor ensures nothing will get in your way. For Test Drive Now, I'm Steve Hess.